Hi guys, today we want to talk about the reasons why marriage fail. We found out that recently, in this 21st century, marriage don't last as long as it used to be, like during our mother's time, our father's time, several years back. They stay together for the rest of their life. The marriage lasts for several years. But you find out it's really disturbing that these days marriage don't last anymore. And I have just four reasons I believe contributes to that. Number one, self-awareness. How aware are you about yourself? If you don't understand yourself, if you don't even know yourself very well, how do you intend to get married and live with someone that probably understands himself or maybe does not equally understand himself? It is what you have that you can give. You can't give what you don't have. So these days, you find out that a lot of people get into marriage without first understanding themselves, knowing whom they are. A lot of people don't know whom they are until they get into the marriage. That is when maybe the attitude of the husband or the wife brings out the other aspect of them. So before one gets married, you need to first of all understand yourself and know whom you are, what you can take, what you cannot take, your ability to handle some few things. You need to understand yourself. Self-awareness first. And then number two, what are your expectations? Some people say, what do you bring to the table? You find out that a lot of women believe that when I get married, my husband is going to take care of everything. And some men believe like when I get married, my wife should be able to support me in everything. And you find out that there is a kind of misconception. They get into it and there's no agreement. And all these things you need to have discussed before the marriage time. The girl, when some people say somebody brings 60%, another brings 40, or 70-30, or 50-50. I don't believe in 50-50, 60-40, 70-30. I don't believe in that. I believe marriage is 100-100. You know what I mean by that? The wife is coming in with 100. The husband is coming in with 100. Why you're coming in with 100 is because you have made up your mind, I'm going to get married to this person. And everything I have in me, everything that God has deposited in me, I'm going to bring all of them out and present that and use that to bring out the best out of the person I'm getting married to. But the husband, I expect the husband to also feel the same, that I'm bringing 100 to the table. I want to bring out the best out of this woman. I want, after 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, people look back and say, yes, since she got married, she became better. She's a different person. Same thing applies to the man. So when you're planning to get married, please have it at the back of your mind that you're coming with all. You're coming with 100%. And he is coming with 100%. So that if there is shortfall on the other one person covers up for the other. So don't think that it should be 50-50 or 70-30 and all that. Please, let's remove that mentality, because it is when you come in with that kind of mentality, you have a lot of expectations. And when those expectations are not met, that is where problem comes in. What are your expectations? What are you bringing to the table? You are bringing 100 to the table. Both are bringing 100 to the table. Number three, what are your reasons for getting married? Some people, everybody have different reasons for getting married, but is that the original reason for marriage? Marriage is supposed to be for companionship. Marriage is supposed to be for, I mean, Iron sharpened iron. One, each, you are supposed to be there for each other. Marriage is supposed to be for procreation. Marriage is supposed to be for, friendship. So why are you married? Why do you want to get married? What do you understand marriage to be? What does marriage mean to you? So you need to be able to answer all these questions before you get into marriage. If you don't understand what marriage is all about, when you get in there and you want to learn in marriage, the person teaching you will get tired at some point, and it's going to be a problem. So you need to understand why you're getting married before you get into marriage. And then number 4, what is your staying power? What's the threshold? How much can you stretch over things? And these are part of the things you need to deal with before you get married. People have a lot of expectations. You were brought up differently. The man was brought up differently. Both male and female, you're brought up differently from different background. You need to zero your mind that this person was not brought up the same way as myself. And he's coming with his own understanding of marriage. He's coming with his own understanding of marriage. He's coming with the experience he had from his parents, how he was brought up. Was there love in their marriage, in their parents, in the family he's coming from? And then same thing applies to you. What kind of life, what kind of relationship was between you and your parents? So both of you are different. So you need to understand that and have that at the back of your mind. The moment you come in, you have to be patient for him to understand you. And he will have to be patient to understand you and know the kind of person you are. All right? So these 4 things you need to consider and make sure you analyze them very well and understand that you understand all these things very well before you get into marriage. Thank you so much for watching. See you another time.